criminals tell about life and death battles with gypsy soldiers. Hot Tea Party. Colonel Nguyen Truong Tam reflected on the special achievements of H88 Heroic Team. One last winter day, the weather was cold, and the hot cup of tea hit Colonel Nguyen Truong Tam's home, in Minh Khai Ward, Hồng Bàng District. Thoughtful, he reviewed the special achievements of Hero H88 Team, an important unit in the mature history of Hai Phong criminal police force. Notorious criminal gangs in the late 1980s, in the early 90s, last century, such as Dong, Toilet, Ice Cavity, Root, Pigs, Loy, 8, Kuso, Dung, Hot or Lamb, Gia, were subdued by Team H88, particularly with Colonel Tam. He still vividly remembers criminal hunting, mortal battles with gypsy with hot weapons, or wits in the face down of those who do not let them get back in time. From the bandits' hunt to Team H88, for decades, despite many working positions, Colonel Nguyen Truong Tam, deputy head of the Police Wanted Crime Police Department, CATP Hai Phong, still has intact memories when he first entered the industry. Police are time stick with H88. Colonel Nguyen Truong Tam recalled that in the 80s of the 20th century, the criminal situation in Hai Phong had complicated happenings and the phrase "land errant land" appeared. At this time, the ocean ships started busy in Hai Phong port and became a good bait for the wanderer to do the job of guarding, stealing and muddling. Therefore, Hai Phong port is like a transshipment place, a place to escape, even a place of import-export for our country's crimes. The underground world was organized in a methodical, vulgar manner. As a challenge to those who worked against criminals in Hai Phong at that time, facing such a situation, the party committee and the director of Hai Phong Police Department decided to set up a thugs hunting group, directly under the CSHS division, to deal with criminal gangs, and the most memorable feat of arresting Yacht Curly, a notorious robber of cunning tactics. Pale Curly, native to Hanhai, old. Although less educated but pale, Curly is respected by juniors because he always has unexpected high altitudes dealing with business cases. At that time, he often pretended to be a police officer, carrying guns on barges, carrying goods moored along the rivers, pretending to check papers and controlling ship owners to rob property. Mischievous, but in 1982, Curly was also saw net and received a sentence of 16 years in prison, imprisoned in the province of Ha Nam Ninh, old. However, in mid-1984, Nyat escaped the camp. That escape of Nyat because of fear of being disciplined. The prison authorities did not immediately report the incident to his superior, but tried to find it by himself. But already escaped. Pale is not easy to be captured. Returning to Hai Phong, Nyat still used his old techniques to rob, and the police at that time still did not suspect it because he thought he was still in prison. It was possible, Nyat quickly connected with Jiang Tan Long, a criminal who was on a national bounty order in Wang Zhejiang, also a bloody gypsy, both from the south, to have money for a trip across the country. The three men pulled together to rob. Recruiting the old army, NHAC and his comrades still posed as police and soldiers, but this time, they did not rob the river but moved to the road. With two more effective assistants, Japan, to have money for a trip across the country, the three men pulled together to rob. Recruiting the old army, NHAC and his comrades still posed as police and soldiers, but this time, they did not rob the river but moved to the road. There were two more powerful assistants. Nyat was quite reckless in looting, causing confusion among the people. Again talking about the prisoner to escape. Pale, after a while, lighted, search but did not see, had to report to the superior of the truth. That news was promptly transferred to Hai Phong. Quickly, the thugs hunt reviewed the ties of the Curly previously and came to confirm he reappeared in Hai Phong, and the cases occurred repeatedly in time. The last time he caused, knowing that, but catching Pale Curly is very difficult. Sniffing that the police recognized him, he constantly changed his hiding place, and there were always many tricks to distract the scout of the scout. On April 14, 1985, the Thugs Hunt team received the news about NHA Noi meeting with her lover at her home in Dong An Alley, Cat Dai Street. The scouts immediately deploy the capture plan. Meanwhile, NHACC Curly, still in army clothes, leisurely cycling like a soldier returning to visit the streets. Reconnaissance determined the time of day. If there is no element of surprise, it is very difficult to catch Pale because he is very dangerous. He was always holding the gun in his body, and the mini grenade was disguised very well, would not be safe for people to approach. Besides, Dong An Alley is quite crowded, so if it is not smart, it will fail. The scouts intends to capture him as soon as he has entered the alley, but the plan is quickly bankrupted due to the mischief of Nyat. He did not immediately enter the alley, but cautiously rode his bike to the nearby police station before turning back. The second plan was quickly laid out by scouts, which was captured when he turned out. Having met his lover, Nop quickly returned and was immediately knocked down by scouts of scoundrel hunting. With the crimes committed by crimes, Nyat Curly had to receive the most severe punishments of the law with the death sentence. According to Colonel Nguyen Truong Tam, after erasing the group of NHACC Curly group, the situation of security in Hai Phong has calmed down a little, but not long after that. The situation became very complicated. At this time, the organized criminal gangs raged horizontal and vertical, dragged ties to the party, divided the territory, to do business, resulting in several purges. Wherever they are, they blatantly use weapons to threaten people, to rob property, causing anxiety and insecurity among the people. Under this situation, under the direction of the Ministry of Home Affairs, now the Ministry of Public Security, Hai Phong City Party Committee, the director of the police department, decided to set up a special criminal police team, under the division of CSHSCATP Hai Phong, whose core component is the experienced warriors of the thugs, and has also added a number of soldiers who have experienced great battles. Colonel Nguyen Truong Tam was then chosen to send gold as a deputy. He recalled, when the special criminal police team came to the city leader, the city party secretary was Comrade Le Dan Zong, thought that the name of the team was a bit long, so it was renamed Team H88. H is Hai Phong and also criminal. 88 is the founding year and is also the symbol of the 8 puffs to suppress criminals. Closing parenthesis. After only 3 days of H88's birth, 16 officers and soldiers of the team achieved the first feat. That was on May 21, 1998. Team H88 organized a gathering of many gangs including criminals and precedents, usually gathered in the Nguyen Van Troy Flower Garden area, near the house area, singing the city, to discuss the scheme of robbing people of property and hiring hackers. This battle captured 12 names, collected 4 effects, 5 and 3 grenades. Next, the team also established dozens of specialized projects, breaking over 130 criminal cases, arresting more than 200 bandits, appropriating property, including bandits who were destroyed on the spot, many of whom suffered high sentences, collect 21 guns, 23 grenades, dozens of pears, daggers of all kinds. Especially after 10 years of establishment, no officials and soldiers were injured, ensuring absolute safety for people's lives and health. The H88 team was also twice awarded the title of Hero of the People's Armed Forces in 1990 and 1995. Source: Duck Tongue, Hai Phong Security.